You mentioned the notion of hiring for an immediate need. Could you explain what you meant by that and the dangers of it?
Well, it seems what I was saying is that we tend to want to look for talent immediately because we have some sort of issue, something we have to do, some task we have to do, a policy review, or delivering on something. So we end up looking for talent as managers to meet that immediate need, and we look at the skill sets. And as I was mentioning, the environment is changing so quickly through technology and other things that we're putting so much emphasis on current knowledge and not enough on adaptability for the next issue. So I try, as much as one can, to encourage people to adapt, to hire people that are adaptable, not just thinking about the knowledge base you need today.
Define adaptability, what is sort of that suite of criteria around adaptability you would be looking for?
Frankly, I think you can hire somebody, let's say, to do broadcasting policy that knows nothing about broadcasting, as long as they're able to learn about broadcasting. So somebody who's inquisitive, who's able to learn quickly, who's able to see broader trends. To me, those are more important skill sets that I'd be looking at hiring somebody than actual knowledge of the day, because the only knowledge you have is of the day, and that's not going to help you for tomorrow.
Are skills around technology important?
Look, you cannot have an individual that has all the relevant skills. I try to build teams that are multidisciplinary. There was an article a little while back in Wired magazine, which I thought was quite interesting, where they proved that multidisciplinary teams are better at solving problems than homogeneous teams. And so you bring together engineers, artists, creators, policy folks, central agency folks, and all that complementarity comes together. It's like the wisdom of the network, right?
Have you been able to do that, by the way?
Yes.
I mean, I would assume there would be huge challenges in just the public service hiring processes.
Well, yes and no, but once you have the people across in your organization, this is what I was saying, you have to build networks across the silos. So you may have organizations, so you bring about, whether it's a task force or some sort of governance table, you bring those networks together, because I actually believe strongly in shared leadership, and shared leadership tends to be exercised through these very trusted networks or multidisciplinary networks that work horizontally.
This would have huge implications for the policy development process itself outside your team in the public service,
Absolutely.
Correct?
Yes, and you have to look at people outside. You start with a multidisciplinary team or horizontal team within your organization, but you can't stop there because, as I pointed out, Canadians want in on the public policy process. So you have to go out to NGOs, private sector, public sector, other levels of government, municipal, local government as well, not just provincial and territorial, international examples. So it really is a much more complex and rich approach in building good policy advice for the future.